Well, welcome back for the second half of this friendly between Liverpool and Milan. It's 1-1 at the break in Hong Kong at the Kai Tak Stadium. The goals from Rafa Leao and Szoboszlai. In that first half, we've had changes as the players get us going. Gakpo has come in. We saw Trainioni come on for Morton in that first half. Milan took the lead. They're playing in their third strip, the yellow. It's all yellow. And now we will see it's Van Dijk, Stevenson have come off. Woodman is coming to goal. We're going to get some confirmation. There'll be changes galore here, so just bear with us for a while as Gabbia tries to send the ball out. Half a chance here for Liverpool. Back in the box. Could be a shot on. But no, they have to track away as Gakpo goes out to the right side. It's Ngamoa. Doak and Jones have also come on as Elliott's come out of the game. So we will again get the official second half lineups for you. Bartosagi's still on for Milan. Terracciano's come in for the goals. That's the new signing, Pietro Terracciano, former Fiorentina man. So Mignon started the game here. Salamakas on the right side. Ball towards him. It's played out there. Looks as though Gakpo's over there on the left side. Tsimikas, Frimpong and Bradley have come in. So we'll get the overall 11s for you. They won't hand it over to us at the break. Salamakas on the ball with Milan halfway. It's Tomori. It's playing it right back at the moment. Gabbia back centrally. Now Chow, Terracciano, Okafor and Gabbia have come in. Pulisic is off. Gabbia out for Ricci. Musa is on for Fofana. He's Musa with a touch. Rafa Leao still out there. Well, back heel from Okafor comes to nothing. So Pulisic out, Okafor in. So that distinctive running style. Loftus-Cheek, one of the better players for Milan in that first half. He's still there. Ricci, Salamakas, Bartosagi. So just one change in midfield with Yunus Musa coming on. American coming in, one going out with Okafor taking Pulisic's place. Gabbia has come in with Terracciano. Tomori's still there, so it looks as though the high press here from Milan, they're working very hard here to keep Liverpool from getting out easily. And that is a good run there from Loftus-Cheek getting back, and also Ricci with Chow. So Pavlovic coming off for Gabbia. So that is their back line. Gabbia, Chow and Tomori in front of Terracciano. Bartosagi on the left, Salamakas on the right. Loftus-Cheek, Ricci and Musa in the middle. Okafor and Rafa Leao up forward. So the Hong Kong locals are enjoying this. There's a slip from Musa. Doesn't have the right tags on. Picked up, and here goes Liverpool once more. And from Tsimikas. That is Trainioni. Tsimikas playing as a centre-back on the left side of that partnership. Some pressure here from Salamakas as Liverpool are hemmed in their own defensive third. Need to get it out one way or the other It's Jones. Tsimikas again. So Curtis Jones comes in. Switch over to the left, and it's Gakpo. Ball taken away from him. And the Salamakers in some good form here. Nayoni, the number 98. I'll start again here with it's like Woodman. That's Ricci now. They retrieve it in their own defensive third. Milan. A bit frantic from Gabbia. Back for Terracciano. It's going to go all the way over to Battesaghi, over near his own corner flag. Chips it forward. There's two there. Okafor's one. Plays it forward for Leao, who's got the pace. Has he got the touch, though? Here he goes. Big chance here. Loftus-Cheek needs to make it 2-1, and he does. Liverpool trail once again, and it was a vicious counter-attack by the Rossoneri. Rafa Leao again in the thick of it, and these Milanisti here in the stands of the Kaitak Stadium, they'll be loving this as their side leads once more for the second time in this game. It was Battesaghi who was able to work it out. I think that come off Nayoni, and then Okafor with the lucky touch forward, picked out a pass, and it was Leao who had the pace in behind, and Loftus-Cheek took it past. He's taken it away. Not sure who the defender is there for Liverpool, but they were in 6s and 7s. They were scrambling across in their defence of the Liverpool back line. And Loftus-Cheek puts it in on the right boot in the bottom left corner from about 7 yards, right in front of the keeper. We're into the 8th minute of the second half, and it is Mamardashvili. There's the Georgian goalkeeper. With a similar name, Georgian Mamardashvili, who's come over from Valencia. 29 caps for his country. So Gravenberg. It's one of the players that's come off. Same with Van Dijk, Stevenson, Allison, Morton, Elliott. So again, Milan going down that left side. Okafor did have his jersey tugged and wins a free kick. It's against, it's got to be Ngamoha over there. No, it's not. I think they've made another change, Liverpool. Player down there as well. Again, Liverpool tugging at his calf muscle there. It's Kirkus. So hopefully no injury there for their new signing. Liverpool with a free kick lifted in from the left side and had to be tipped away from Terracciano, who was unsure. It looked as though it might just dip very, very late to head in that back corner. I think it was as well. Terracciano with a good choice to put that behind for another corner. Right side this time for Liverpool. And Koke standing on the keeper. Of course, a former Milan junior. He'd start off in his home country, but ended up at Milan in 2021 before leaving. And spent some time in AZ Alkmaar and then Bournemouth. Big money signing. Frimpong. He's been deployed to that right side. Another big money signing coming over. So out he goes on that right side. No verts in the second half. Here's Jones, middle of the pitch. It's very congested there. Out to the right, Frimpong receives. Wants the give and go. Rafael doing the defensive duties. So Bradley, Konate, Robertson, Kirkes, Jones, Nayoni, Gakpo, Frimpong, Doken, Salah. Diagonal ball. Liverpool about 30 yards away. Just in that right half space. Back into the middle. Konate pushing forward when he can. Out for Gakpo on the left side. It's up against Tomori. Shakes his man. Good ball into the back post. Header there from Batesagi. Retrieved by Jones. Needs some help. The 217s go at it with Okafor chasing him. Cross from Frimpong to no avail. Konate will switch it. Tsimikas, he's got good left boot on him. Plays for Gakpo. So they're holding on to possession when they can. Nayone. And the run from Kirkes. Again, not much space between the lines here. Milan have done a good job of soaking and absorbing. Still it's Jones. Back for Konate. Kirkes. Gakpo. Don't have the same pizzazz as what they did in the first half. Lots of changes will do that. Here's a chance for 2-2. Oh, it's good defending there. Batesagi got in the way, as well as Chow and Gabia. Here they come again. Frimpong tries to pull it back. And referee seen something here. It'll be a free kick going to... It's a goal kick. That's what the linesman's ruled there. So it'll be a goal kick for Pietro Terracciano. That was Frimpong up against Batesagi. 2-1 here for Milan in this friendly. Loftus-Cheek with a goal, Leao with a goal, and Szoboszlai for the Reds. Okafor showing his talents, coming on at the half-time break, putting the ball forward for Leao to set up Loftus-Cheek's goal. There's Tomori. It's a grand interception. Leao, Loftus-Cheek out. They spread it. This time they catch Liverpool unawares. Salamakers with good pace. They all get back. Jones, one of them. Konate. Salamakers squares it, and it is 3-1. That is beautiful. And this time it is Noah Okafor. Milan showing that on the counter-attack they look cohesive. 60th minute of play here in Hong Kong. Liverpool 1. AC Milan 3. They need to hold on here. It's just a friendly, but still, it's a symbolic result for Milan, who have not beaten Liverpool in any form, not a friendly or nor competitive, since the Champions League final win in 2007. Salamakers, that is a devastating run forward, squares it up. He just had to gently place it in front of Okafor to hit it first time. Right boot. Coming in from the right side, nearly on the penalty spot when he hits it. Bottom corner past Mamardashvili, who really had no chance. And Liverpool need to be a bit better. They were opened up, and you can see that they haven't quite gelled in the second half. There's so many changes. Milan yet to make a lot of changes. They did make some at half-time with Max Allegri there. They took off Pulisic and also for Fana. A lot of changes. And Pavlovic and Mignon. So 4 changes at the break for Milan. But I think there's about 9 for Liverpool. So what can they do now? As we confirm more of those changes are coming through on the app. Gakpo for Salah, Woodman for Alisson. But fairly sure it's Mamardashvili in goal there. They just conceded that one. So Tsimikas back from the restart. Kirkes, Ione. So Jones receiving a lot of the ball. Kirkes out for Gakpo. Takes it to the byline. Did that strike an arm? Referee says play on. Outside the box, it's now out for Frimpong. And again, they crowd that box. Milan looking to defend. Liverpool going from right to left in the second half. There's about 29 minutes to rescue this situation. They trail by 2. Ione. It's a cross for Konate. I'll try one from long range here. That's off the bar. That's sizzled through the clutches of Terracciano. Did he get a touch on that? That is a beautiful hit there from Gravenberch. Not much else on, but you need a player of that caliber to then let fly. That is 31 yards maybe, and he has hit that from directly in front, maybe slightly in line with the right post, and that has gone one way, then the other. Everyone behind the goal thought it was going in, and that is his last contribution to the game. And now it's Morton, who came off in the first half, is back on, and Gravenberch is off, so maybe it's a rotation system here. We will see Estupiñán get a run. Is Loftus-Cheek looks like he's coming out. Bondo is on. Ex-Monza player. Where's the number 38? Warren Bondo is a Frenchman. Coming up through Serie B, up to Serie A. Estupiñán comes on with Chukwueze. So Estupiñán coming on for Batizaghi, wearing the number 2. So now Ricci out to the left side, and again it is a good run forward. It's Chukwueze with his first touches to the edge of the box, coming in at half space. There's a ball forward to Okafor. Took it away from his man. Still needs help though. Looking to win a corner, and it's come off the Swiss, and it's gone out for a goal kick for Mamardashvili. 64th minute of play, and the Hong Kong official here, Tam Ping Woon, was adamant that it definitely was a goal kick for the Reds, as Tsimikas clears the lines low to the left wing. Gakpo comes, collects, shakes his man, then lofts the ball over to the other side. It's Frimpong in behind his man, left him for dead. Needs to cut the deficit back by 1. What a save that was from Terracciano. Lightning reactions, but it was all about the pace of Frimpong in behind, looking for that space, got in, and immediately Estupiñán left in his wake. It's just about how that ball dipped. It was a 50-yard pass pinged across to Frimpong himself, and that was going it. So Liverpool with a corner coming in from the right side. Plenty of action in this. This is not a flat kind of game at all. Milan with 2 second half goals. Still there to be put away if Liverpool can get there. So Ricci goes, and again it's another corner. He scrambles it away. That's the important thing if you're a Milan fan. So many changes from Arne Slot. Don't really care about the results. sure Liverpool fans here in attendance will, though. They'll be glad to get a look at some of the fringe players. And again, Tsimikas puts it out to Frimpong. Did he keep it in? No. It's a throw from Milan, a relieving one for them. Liverpool will come in these final 25 minutes. Liverpool winning 6 consecutive matches against Milan, 3 of those in Europe and 3 of those friendlies. Milan could snap that run. They lost 1-0 to Arsenal before this. That was in Singapore. They're looking to sign some big players. Just got another one, the signature of Hugo Ekitike. So that is a shove, surely, from Estupiñán. Referee says, no, it wasn't. Get back up. And Frimpong is a little perplexed there with that decision, especially with the linesman who was 3 or 4 yards away. It's Estupiñán who shoved him. Maybe there was a little bit of theatrics in there from Frimpong. But still, if that was a league game, you'd expect a free kick. So the danger man Rafa Leão is off. Chukwueze taking his place. So Ben Doak up forward. Now for Liverpool, he hasn't had much service. Scottish player. Does like to play on the wing, also behind the strikers, but Liverpool not having too many of them around, so he's got no choice but to play in front of Jones and Nayoni. Kirkes out there. Tsimikas back central. And Morton is there to settle play down with Konate. Frimpong, it's a name that everyone knows well. Liverpool with the majority of possession. Centre of the park now, Konate just over his halfway line, up to Frimpong again. As to find Nayoni, gets a good touch back from Jones. Nayoni, some space there for Kirkes, but he touched it behind, had to wait. Now Gakpo takes on Salamakers, puts the ball in, diving header away, and Liverpool will start again. They do have a plan, even though it's majority of the benchies out there. That ball from Morton will go out harmlessly for a Terracciano goal kick. So had 11 changes so far for Liverpool, and 2 of those are the same player. Morton coming off and then back on. Milan not really worried. And away go Milan once more. Ball lofted in from Bondo. Had to look for Chukwueze. He's on a mission to keep it in and only just does it. He's up against Bradley. One way, then the other. Over that left wing. He's trying to keep possession there. Liverpool looking a little bit unsure. Back for Musa. Squares it up for Gabbia. This is Milan's chance. Just to get a few passes together. Haven't really shown that they're capable of keeping the ball away from Liverpool's midfield. Definitely not in that first half. No Modric here for Max Allegri. Estupiñán is out there and gets on the ball now. It's back for Chow. Ricci. Hot and humid here in Hong Kong. 3 or 4 hot goals. Bondo didn't get too many minutes in Serie A for Milan last term. It's a foul against Ricci. That is on Ben Doak. 6 caps for Scotland, no goals at international level. And if we have a look at his career statistics, it's a couple of appearances for Scotland, 3 in the Premier League for Liverpool, 24 in the Championship for Middlesbrough, with 3 goals there. That was last term. '71st minute, Milan leading 3-1. Chukwueze, good feet, dribbles it away, 15-metre run backwards and then across. Tomori playing as a wide right-sided winger at the moment, at least in transition when they move the ball forward. Now it's Musa, Ciao. Liverpool driving Milan backwards. Terracciano looking for gaps forward. Good vision from Ricci. Lofts it over the back. Is he onside or off? I think Estupinan's off. And he knows it. Good couple of metres. Good addition from Milan, showing a little bit of ambition with the departure of Theo Hernandez. 17 million euros for Pervis Estupiñán. So he's, along with Samuel Ricci, it's the only players they paid for. Modric and Terracciano coming over. They have lost Tijani Reinders, 55 million euros to Man City. Theo Hernandez to Al Hilal, 25 million. Kalulu to Juventus. That's finally, that money's coming through after the loan with the obligation to buy. Marco Pellegrino back to Argentina to play with Boca Juniors, and Marco Sportiello off to Atalanta for $1 million. A few other players going out on loan, including Francesco Camarda. Would love to see him out here. He is a teenager on loan at Lecce. Pobega at Bologna once more. Devis Vasquez, of course, has had his contract. They've a mutual agreement to terminate that. So there is some talent not in this Milan squad. That could be. Kamada is touted as possibly Italy's answer to getting a striker, but he's so young, a little bit younger than Lamine Yamal. Liverpool still with this. And still in it, 2 goals down. Milan leading 3-1. 2 of those goals coming in the second half. They got the opener through Rafa Leao in the 10th minute. Szoboszlai, he equalised in the 26th. 1-1 at the break. Milan have struck twice since then. Now Frimpong could have gone down. Crosses it in. Salamakers is there. And then the volley comes. That is Morton, who's ploughed that over the top. He would have liked to have that again, but it's a pressure cooker in that box. Milan with plenty of numbers there, and when Liverpool do get a chance to put it towards goal, you really have to make it count. It's gone well wide, a couple of metres wide. And Salamaker's apologetic for the header. He wanted it to go anywhere but there, where the free Liverpool man was. And Liverpool, of course, have let go of a few players of their own in the summer. Kwanzaa, Kelleher, Alexander-Arnold, Phillips, all leaving for money. 64 million euros brought in as they come down the left through Kerkez. Good chest down from Nyoni there, but it's blocked. Tried a chest down in the volley. Now there's a little bit of confusion between Okafor and Musa. They've given away a free kick in the end. So some valuable minutes for these youngsters for Liverpool. Out towards Gakpo. It's up against Tomori. Goes back down the line. Kerkez is there. Tsimikas. And Frimpong over on that right side is the cheapest of their signings. 40 million in euros. Kerkez for 47. Ekitike for 95. He's not featuring today. Wirtz played the first half, 125 million. So 307 all up, and they look to bring in Isaac now from Newcastle. Estupinan's a good signing at left back. Born in Ecuador in 1998. His footballing journey through Quito's youth system His first team debut for Lau in 2015. Went on to make 45 appearances for the club there. As you see, more changes here in Hong Kong. Spells at Granada, Almeria, Mallorca and Osasuna for Estupiñán before Villarreal. And then the move to Brighton. 5 goals in 104 games for the Seagulls. Some chance for a breather here for the players. No changes since the 63rd minute. The last one was that trio from Milan, Loftus-Cheek, Batasagi and Leao. The cooling break in the 77th minute we go into now, so there should be 1 or 2 minutes added on, especially if Liverpool are down or if there's just a goal in it. The locals here would love to see a very, very tight game. It's been Liverpool dominating through their ground passing, some fine aerial stuff too from both sides. Milan, perhaps that's their forte this evening. A late kickoff here, 8:30 p.m. and it is super hot. The retractable roof is closed. So Milan overall have made 7 subs. Liverpool with 11. Milan about to make 2 more. Komoto is going to come in. Tenacciano, which he's going to go off. So there's 2 Tenaccianos out there. 1 in goals. And Filippo is the outfielder. Where's number 24? The other one that's going out is Christian Komoto from the under-20 side. 29 appearances there, 4 goals. He's a midfielder, so he's coming in for Ricci. Where's the number 34? Gabbia will try and go long, and that's, luckily for him, gone up for a throw. A Milan throw. Filippo Terracciano with his first involvement will take this. Right side in their own half, going from left to right. Goes towards Okafor, comes off his knee. That's a poor outcome from Milan. And here comes Doak, looks square, still there for the shot from just the edge of the box for Nayone. He's saying it took a touch before it went over. Looks to be a fine talent as well. Nayone coming in that first half, 18 years old. He's never made a senior appearance, apart from FA Cup and League Cup. Also, Champions League has made that one. All the stats there on the Flash Score app, helping out the commentary team. So he came in that first half for Morton. Morton going off and then coming back in for Gravenberg. It's always part of the plan for Arne Slot. Both players look like they're going to have big, big futures. Konate now, Ford, and it's Doak and Jones hovering on the edge of the box with Nayone. Frimpong back to Tsimikas. So the most experienced players are not in the middle of the park here for Liverpool, as it's Gakpo on the left side, Frimpong on the right, and then Tsimikas, Konate at the back. Mamadashvili. That's a poor pass from Nayone, picked up by it's a give and go from Chukwueze, and again it's another poor pass towards Bondo. He'll be livid with that pass coming towards it. Just as Milan looked like they were going to get forward. 10 minutes to go. Just looking at the stats here, it is 66% of the ball for Liverpool. The XG though, 0.6. They do have a goal. Milan just with the 1.15, and they've got 3. So you can never count on that to be super reliable. Total shots, though, tells the story. Liverpool with 13, Milan with 9. Big chances, though. Milan with 3, Liverpool with 0. Because that Szoboszlai goal was a delight to watch, but it was a curler. As from the edge of the box, as Liverpool have a free kick out wide. Match attendance tonight close to full, 49,704. It's just over 50,000 is the capacity, as this is chipped in, and the header comes from Konate, who got forward, want the big body in there, and he won the header, but it goes over. Just stood his ground over Estupiñán, who hasn't been remarkable, must be said. Plenty more firepower on the bench if Milan want to go there. I do rate Lorenzo Colombo as a striker, and also Liberali, love to see a few minutes from him, and also Alejandro Jimenez. He's a class player. Spaniard. Liverpool with plenty of their own, and they've used up everybody here except for the third string keeper, so that's good from Arne Slot to make sure everyone's getting involved. Nakatike did join the squad, but he's not going to be here playing this evening. He's watching. Modric not here for Milan. Neither Santi Jimenez, the Mexican striker. Simicas, 83rd minute, his ball picked up by Salamakers. It looks like he might just play a full game. Former Bologna and Roma man. Jeremy Frimpong joining, playing on that right side. It's a big career where he's scored quite a few goals over at Bayer Leverkusen. Before that with Celtic and Manchester under-23s. They're trying through that right side. Dokes there, puts the ball in. It might sit. No, Bondo's there to clean it up. Takes it away from Morton. Then had to do circles. Out comes Chukwueze. What's the 1-2? It's a good ball, but Konate will just get there in time. Otherwise, Chukwueze was through for a one-on-one. Teaming up with Okafor once more. And I don't think Milan are going to be afforded that luxury during the season. Here's Doak. Left half space. Back for Gakpo. Takes 2 touches. 3-4. Finds a way through. The shot comes. And that was Jones. Hit it first time. Left boot. Drags it a little wide. But that is some good signs, you could say. Curtis Jones, 24 now. He's had 5 or 6 senior seasons. And can always contribute goals. Quite a crafty player. Always good in knockout tournaments. And just as I say that, Salamakers comes off. Commentators curse. As well as Chow. So Chow to Chow. Salamakers also. Now, who is taking their place? Max Allegri looking to get a win in pre-season. Mamadashvili takes a goal kick. Goes long this time. It's Gabia. Now the throw comes for Liverpool, 85th minute of the game. Here's Morton. Too easy. That's Komoto, picks it off for Bondo. Out to the right side. Chukwueze is there. His pass down the line goes straight out into touch. Disappointing finish there for Milan, and they're still looking to play on that counter. Open up space as Liverpool put numbers forward. He's Kumoto on the ball. The 18-year-old finds Gabbia. Was a hero in the Milan derby last season, scoring the winner in the first derby. Milan undefeated against Inter in 4 or 5 different games. 8th place finish though in Serie A. Liverpool are the champions. This scoreline today, no real reflection of who's better and who's not, as Liverpool want to make it 3-2. It's Gakpo. Instead went with his left as the ball that pierced through the defence. He was there and got him behind the last defender, and out come Terracciano to close down the angle. Try to make himself big. That is a lovely ball. I think it's Morton with that initial ball through around the back of Dutu. So Dutu coming in for Chow. I think the other player to come back on was Richie. So Dutu, Matteo Dutu, D-U-T-U, has never made a senior appearance. UEFA Youth League, a couple of friendly international appearances for Romania. And of course playing in the AC Milan under-20s, Lazio under-19s. As Liverpool come back in, a central ball from Jones, away by Gabbia, out for a throw right side, and Liverpool will have 2 or 3 minutes to try and grab a goal. At least one you'd want as a Liverpool fan, and the game on a high. It doesn't really matter about the result here. Kirkes, the Hungarian, out to the left wing for Gakpo. Takes on the man, which is Chukwueze, who's playing at right wing back at the moment. Versatility required. Dutu also getting that 1 third division appearance for Milan's second side. Got relegated, I might add, to 4th division. So now Morton, 40 yards away, squares it up for Tsimikas. Sprays it again out towards Gakpo. You can manufacture something here. Left wing, it'll be put in by Kirkes. Out comes Terracciano. He punches away. Okafor, just as it looked like he was going to take the ball away, goes to ground. Konate was the tackler. Okafor still clutching at his knee. And that is not a good sign for Max Allegri, the new Milan coach, who returns. Did coach them to a Scudetto in 2011. He looks okay now. Okafor won the Scudetto with Napoli last season. He was on loan there, by no means one of their important players, but still something on the CV as Gakpo goes behind. It's Chukwueze and Bondo out on that flank. It's a good ball by Gakpo again, and Terracciano with 2 hands. He's done that time and time again into the 90th minute at the Hong Kong Football Festival. Mamardashvili towards Tsimikas. We've heard them all before, the same names. They've had so much of the ball, but not too many goals today, the Reds. It's all about pleasing the fans on the World Tours in the pre-season. Now Frimpong goes behind the intended target, which Doak was one of them. Now there's a race on, and a bit of a pull from Okafor and Konate. That's a duel that is ongoing. Konate wins it. Not a bad looking third kit from Milan, the all yellow with a black trim. Here comes Gakpo, half a chance here, needed to find the man, which was Nayone, couldn't get there, and here comes Milan looking for goal number 4. And they can't work out the passing structure with Musa. He's not the most creative player, he's just hard working in that central midfield area, clogging gaps. There's 4 minutes of stoppages, so still time here. More urgency shown by Liverpool as the crowd getting right behind them. The majority of them here are Liverpool fans. And saying that, there's plenty of Milan jerseys in the crowd as well, the red and black ones. So they're obviously trying to sell a few of these yellow ones on tour. Gakpo, in again it comes. This is on target. The header took a bounce before reaching Terracciano from Doak. Now showing those waves across the pitch, Liverpool. And this time Gakpo on the right boot, curling that in towards that right post from the left. And Doak in the right position to get there, but no power behind it. Everyone shoulder to shoulder. Here's Chukwueze. In comes Komoto. He's been okay. Now Musa doesn't want to give it away in his own half. Liverpool would have the numerical advantage. Dutu just puts it forward. That's a decent ball. Keeper comes off his line. Offside against Chukwueze in the end. So 90 minutes up, 90 seconds of stoppage time eaten up as well for Milan, who have a 2-goal advantage, and they look as though they're going to get a win in pre-season. Frimpong lurking. Can't quite get the bounce or the sit. Komoto chips the ball centrally, straight to Tsimikas. He wanted that to go to Bondo. Couldn't get it there. Little nervy patch here for Milan in midfield. But again, it's all about getting youngsters on the ball. Two minutes to go. Tsimikas fires it in once more from that left. It's just the one club friendly for Milan so far. The 1-0 loss to Arsenal, in which Bukayo Saka scored. Up next for them is Perth Glory in Perth, in Australia. Leeds, after that's also in Perth. Then they've got Chelsea before taking on Bari, who is a second division side from Italy. The ball comes in, and that's a lovely header into the bottom corner from Gakpo, and that is one that they pulled back. Still time. Liverpool 2, Milan 3, and they do get their late goal. Is it a consolation, or is this the start of something to really make sure that Milan don't get a win over them? A little psychological hammer blow to the Rossoneri here at the end. The ball fired over the top here. That's Konate. That is a tremendous ball in and a fine finish. And Dutu was watching on as Gakpo got there. He had the height advantage, the Dutchman. And that is the French to the Dutch into the bottom corner. And Terracciano is absolutely livid with Dutu. He wanted more. Don't have the tenacity, do they, Milan, these days? An 8th place finish in Serie A. They still lead. 25 seconds to go on the clock. Will they add an extra minute on? Can Milan even strike and get another one? Mamardashvili's out of his area. Takes on Okafor. Now it's risky business. Back to the keeper. This is surely going to be a 4th goal for Milan. That is a howler at the back. Liverpool concede a 4th. It is Okafor in behind who gets a brace after coming off the bench. And Mamardashvili won't want to watch that replay. Nor the back pass with Morton there. And Mamardashvili is he is a revered goalkeeper, but not in this case. So it was risky business. That's the end of the game. Surely the two coaches come together, Arne Slot and Max Allegri. They know that in a proper situation that would never have happened. As Liverpool putting everything on the line, and this is what happens when you do this kind of stuff. Mamardashvili, I think it's Tsimikas with a final pass there, back past the keeper. He didn't show good reactions or flexibility, did he, Mamardashvili? And Okafor nicked the ball away from him. And Mamardashvili, on another day, might have tried to tackle the player rugby style, but away he goes. And an empty net for Okafor. A couple of goals for him, so good beginning to his pre-season here. It ends in Hong Kong with the Rossoneri victorious over Liverpool by 4-2, 6 goals for this crowd. A huge turnout. Kai Tak Stadium with just under 50,000 here. It started off with Rafa Leao in the 10th minute. Szoboszlai got the equaliser in the 26th. It was very even in the second half, though. Loftus-Cheek had a fine finish. Also, Okafor coming in. One pulled back there very, very late by Gakpo. And then Okafor once more taking advantage of what can only be described as a mental breakdown at the back. In the final seconds, it ends. Liverpool 2, Milan 4.